Hello, good morning, happy fall. It has been a hot minute since I have posted a yoga flow. Um, Honestly, I've been going through some stuff, but that's okay. We're here now, and I'm super excited to be flowing with you guys this morning. I am going to do just a quick 30-minute flow, kind of get back into it since it's been so long. I just want to say thank you for everyone who does follow me. If you don't follow me, it's at Breathing for Balance on all my social media platforms. All right, well, let's get started. My favorite posture to get started in is child's pose. So we'll go ahead and get started in our child's pose. We're going to bring our knees just as far apart as our mat. And our hands are going to come all the way down in front of us to touch down. Forehead's going to relax. Nice big breath in and exhale out. Good. From our child's pose, we're going to shift our way up. We'll find our tabletop. We're going to take a couple rounds of our cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, looking down our belly. Exhale, looking up. We'll do a couple more at that pace, nice and slow. One more round. We're going to find our cow and our cat. Good. We'll find a neutral spine. We're going to bring the fingertips to face the sides of our mat. Maybe move the shoulders side to side, getting a little shoulder and rich stretch here. Good. We'll find some steadiness, and then we're going to bring just one hand, our left hand. Our fingers are going to face our knees. Stretch a little. Sending those hips back, getting a little wrist stretch on that left hand. Good. We're going to bring our right hand to fingertips to face our knees. Maybe finding a little stretch, sending those hips back. Good. We'll come back towards that side of the mat. We'll do one more big stretch left and right. Good. Both hands face front. We're going to find our first downward dog. Curl those toes and push back. Good. We'll pedal our feet, coming onto those tiptoes. Maybe putting a bend in those knees. Maybe bending one knee and then the other knee. Just finding some movement here in this first downward dog. Good. When you're ready, some steadiness. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Good. We're going to bend our knees, look towards the front of our mat, and we'll step in between our hands. With a bend in those knees, we'll forward fold. Maybe move side to side. Maybe straightening those knees little by little with every exhale. Relaxing the neck. Good. Nice and slow. We'll roll all the way up. Hands come over the head. And then by our side for our Tadasana, our mountain pose. Take a nice big breath here. Good. Go ahead and set a word, phrase, or affirmation, something to ground you in your flow. Both hands come up and over. Forward fold. We're going to plant both our hands down, bend our knees, step back, plank pose, hold for a moment, and then we're going to lower all the way down to the belly. We'll come up just a little bit, baby cobra. Shoulders away from the ears, and then relax the chest down. Good, we'll come up just a little, baby cobra. And relax down. Last one, baby cobra. Option for upward dog or cobra. Good, we'll curl those toes, push back, downward dog. All right, today we're gonna work on our warrior. So right leg's gonna go all the way up. We're gonna go in between the hands into the front of our mat. We're gonna find our warrior 2. So back foot comes flat down. I'm sorry, our warrior 1. Back foot becomes down, hips towards the front of our mat, front foot faces forward. Warrior 1, nice big breath. Open wide, warrior 2, back foot becomes perpendicular to front, gaze over that middle finger. Good, we're gonna straighten our front leg and turn it parallel to our back leg. Hands come over the head. From here, we'll forward fold, wide angle, forward fold. And then option to maybe walk your hands back towards the edge of the mat. Good, we're gonna bring those hands towards the front if you had your hands towards the back. And then we're gonna slowly walk our hands all the way over towards the front of our mat, twisting our low body. And we're gonna find our lizard pose. So we're gonna relax that back knee. Both hands are gonna be in between our right leg. Nice big breath. With every exhale, maybe trying to send those hips forward. Good. From here, we're gonna straighten our front leg, runner's lunge. So front leg becomes straight, maybe moving your hands towards the middle of your mat. Maybe flexing your toes, maybe pointing those toes, whatever works for you. Good, we're gonna walk our hands back towards the front of our mat. Curl those toes, the back toes. Send our hips and weight forward, and then that right leg's gonna go all the way back up. Good, and then down to meet the left. Left leg goes up. We're gonna take it in between our hands towards the front. We'll find our warrior 1. Back foot plants down, hips towards the front of our mat, front leg pointing straight. Nice big breath. Good, open wide, warrior 2. Front foot becomes perpendicular to back. Gaze over that middle finger. Good, we're gonna straighten our front leg, turn it parallel to our back leg, hands come over the head. Forward fold. Option to walk our hands back towards the edge of our mat, maybe deepening that posture. Remember to breathe. Good. Good. We'll walk our hands towards the front of our mat. And then we're going to, towards the front of the mat, if your hands were behind you. And then we're going to take those hands all the way towards the front of our mat, twisting the low body so we're facing the front of our mat. We're going to relax our back knee. We're going to be in our lizard. So both hands are going to be to the left of that left foot. With every exhale, sending those hips forward, deepening that stretch. Good. From here, we're going to send our hips back, runner's lunge, maybe bringing those hands towards the middle of our mat, maybe flexing the toes, maybe pointing the toes, whichever works for you. Good. Taking those hands back towards the front of our mat. We're going to curl our back toes. Send our hips forward, and that left foot's going to go all the way back up and down. We're going to meet in our downward dog. Nice big inhale. Heavy exhale. Good. We'll bend our knees, look forward, step towards the front of our mat. We'll come up halfway, so hands come to our knees, our shin. Whatever you need, your back is nice and flat. We're looking down. Good. From here, forward fold, dropping those arms, shoulders, and head. Hanging heavy. Nice and slow, rolling all the way up. Hands come over the head. Good. We're going to interlock all those fingers, flip our palms up, nice big stretch. And then down by our side, mountain pose or Tadasana. Good. Hands come over the head and then into our heart center. We're going to add to our flow. We're going to start right here. So we're going to shift all our weight, left foot. Right foot's going to come off the ground. We're going to find our warrior three. So that leg's going to go back behind, nice and straight. Nice and slow, finding something to concentrate on. Breathe. Good. And then slowly planting our back foot, warrior two. Good. Nice hard transition there. Remember to breathe. Perfect. We're going to send our weight forward. Left hand's going to reach. We're going to flip our left palm back behind warrior or peaceful warrior. Good. Back to our warrior two. Front foot becomes perpendicular to our back foot. Hands come over the head. We'll forward fold. Maybe reaching our hands back behind. Good. If you're reaching your hands, maybe walking them towards the other side of that mat. And then we're going to walk our hands towards the front of our mat. So our body is going to twist towards the front. We're going to be in that low lizard, so you can relax the back knee. We're going to add right here. So we're going to leave our right hand, take our left hand up for a twist. Good. Bring the hand back down. Perfect. We're going to shift our weight back, runner's lunge. Maybe this time leaving your hands in your lizard posture, or if you need to, maybe bringing them towards the center of the mat. Whatever you need. Good. We'll come back to that lizard. We're going to curl our toes, lift the back knee, shift our weight forward. Left leg goes all the way back up. Option here for three-legged chaturanga. So if you're coming with me, we're going to come to our plank pose, leaving that foot off the ground, down to the belly, and nice and high. Good. Curl the toes, push back, downward dog. Perfect. We're going to bend our knees, look forward, step or jump. We're going to come up halfway, so hands to our knees, shin, or on the ground if you can. Good. Forward fold. We're going to roll all the way up. Hands come over the head. Heart center. And then we're going to shift our weight onto our right leg. Left leg comes off the ground. Nice and slow, we'll send it back, warrior two. Good. We're going to plant down. Warrior two. We're going to flip our right palm, our front palm, send it forward, and then back up and behind. Peaceful warrior. Good. Back to our warrior two. Front foot becomes perpendicular, or front foot becomes parallel to our back foot. Hands come over the head. We forward fold. Maybe we'll reaching our hands to the other side of that mat in our forward fold. And maybe bringing our hands back towards center. Good. And then we're going to walk them all the way over to the front of our mat, twisting that low body, relaxing the back knee once you're there. Good. We're going to leave our left hand, take our right hand nice and high for a twist. Both hands come down. We're going to shift our weight back, runner's lunge. Maybe pointing, maybe flexing. Good. We'll come back towards the front of our mat. We're going to curl those back toes, send our weight forward, taking that left leg, right leg all the way up, back behind. Option for three-legged chaturanga. We're going to shift our weight forward, plank pose, down to the belly. Nice and high. Good. Curl the toes, push back, downward dog. Good, nice big breath. And exhale. Good, we're going to bend our knees, look forward, step or jump. We'll come up halfway, hands to our knees, shin, or on the ground if you can. Gaze down. Forward fold. Nice and slow, rolling all the way up. Hands coming up over the head. We're going to flip our palms, flip them up towards the sky. Nice big stretch. And then down by our side. Tadasana or mountain pose. Good. From here, we're going to heel toe our feet open. Bringing our heels in. Toes off to the side of our mat. We're going to find Amarlasana or yogi squat. Nice and slow. We'll have a seat. If you have a block handy nearby, you can place it under your butt to kind of help bring the ground closer. I'm going to send those elbows out, pushing that pressure as we start our cool down. Good, nice and slow. We're going to bring those hands behind us, helping our body sit. Maybe finding the center of your mat. Good, shake it all out. Perfect. Send both hands up nice and high. Big, tall stretch, and then forward fold. Active forward fold. Get something good out of this stretch. Full body, forward fold stretch. With every exhale, maybe deepening that posture. Good. From here, nice and slow. We're going to roll all the way up. Good. We're going to bring our left leg in on top of our right knee. We're going to place our hands behind us with fingertips facing us. And then we're going to bend this knee in. The closer that knee is to your glute, the more of a stretch you're going to feel. Finding your version of this pose. Good. From here, we're going to just send our knee and foot to our right side. So the left foot's going to plant down to the right side. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to find a twist. Maybe looking over that shoulder if you can. Good, nice and slow. We're gonna come back through. We're gonna bring our hands back behind us to support as we pick that foot back up and then take it all the way back down. We're gonna switch sides. Left ankle on top of, or right ankle on top of left knee. We're gonna scoot that foot in as much as you can to find your version of this posture. Again, the closer that ankle is to your glute, the more of a stretch you will feel. Good. From here, we're going to send those hips and foot to the left side. We're going to take our left hand and hook it, left elbow, hook it over that knee, finding our twist. Good. Nice and slow. We'll come back through center, sending both legs back out nice and straight. And slowly working our way all the way down to the ground. Oh. Good, we'll bring both knees into the chest. Maybe move side to side. Good, we're gonna take one leg all the way down to the ground. And then the other leg is gonna cross over the body. Gaze is gonna go towards the opposite side of that leg. Good, nice and slow. We're gonna come back through center. We'll bring both knees into the chest. We're gonna switch sides all the way down to the ground. Opposite leg's gonna twist over the knee. Gaze in the opposite direction of that knee. Good, nice and slow. We'll come back through center. Bringing both knees back into the chest. Good, we'll plant our feet down. And then relaxing all the way down into your Shavasana. Relax the feet, the hands, the body, allowing the eyes to close. I will sit up and hold space for you. Releasing the tension between the eyebrows, unclenching the jaw. Taking a nice deep breath in. And heavy exhale out. With every exhale, allowing the body to melt more and more. Good. Nice and slow. We'll start to bring awareness back in. You can wiggle the toes. Bring the fingers to touch the thumb. Maybe bend the elbow, rotate the wrist. Maybe bringing energy back into the legs. And when you're ready, you can turn to your favorite side, giving that side you turn to a hug. And when you're ready, we're going to push our way up to meet in a nice, easy seat at the front of the mat. Good. We'll take a breath together to seal our practice. Nice big inhale. And heavy exhale. Good. Thanks so much for flowing with me. Again, I appreciate all the love. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.